Hey everybody, I'm looking at this morning of the Epistle of James, and the Epistle of James, I'm really looking at chapter 3 of the Epistle of James. And here James asks a very important question. He said, who among you is wise and understanding? He said, let him show by his good behavior in deeds in the gentleness of wisdom. I like that because he's asking a very profound question. Who is wise and who is understanding? And he's saying to us that wisdom, true wisdom, actually must be reflected by a life that is distinct in terms of good behavior and also in gentleness of wisdom. And it goes to say that if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your heart, and do not be arrogant or so lie against the truth. Bitter jealousy or envy or whatever it might be is not indicative of wisdom. It is indicative of worldly wisdom, I should call it like that, or indicative of the flesh, because it's the flesh that tries to wrestle for position and bitter envy and jealousy and all of these things. James reminds us is not from above. Verse 15, he said this wisdom is not the one that comes from above. It is earthly, it is natural, it is demonic. In other words, this wisdom does not come from God, but this wisdom has to do with this horizontal level. But it reminds us, it said, but the wisdom from above is first of all pure. It is peaceable, it is gentle, it is reasonable, full of mercy, good fruit, unwavering, without hypocrisy. And it's interesting for us to understand, because true wisdom must be wisdom that is first pure. James said, must be one that is peaceable, one that seeks to be able to be at peace with your brother, with your sister, one that is gentle, one that is unwavering, one that is filled with mercy. This is true wisdom. And this is the wisdom I believe God wants us as believers to have and to display. And wisdom, I believe, helps us in this life to fulfill God's will and God's purposes in what He has called us to do. And for you as a believer, it is imperative that you be wise, but come here and understand, as James has put it, what true wisdom is like. And compare yourself to this important measurement that James has put out there. And if this measurement does not correlate with what you're doing or how you're living, then you got to check out to see whether your wisdom is truly from above. But wisdom from above is distinct, and it does show good behavior and gentleness as God has called us to be. You meditate on that, and I'll see you tomorrow.